This is the first conference at the Cambridge Judge Business School where Daedalus is working with them solely, really, on business side of hubris syndrome. It's not involving the medical profession. But we have to look at this in the round on a multidisciplinary basis, just as we have to learn from business in the fields of neurology and my own training. So business has to learn about neuroscience, because these all impact on it. We also have to learn from anthropologists, from psychologists. We will not crack this problem. After all, hubris has been with us since Greek mythology, without taking a pretty broad view of it. It's a complex area. The reason why business leaders should be concerned is that they've actually seen the consequence of it. I mean, we've lived through now the global economic crisis in 2008, and we have looked at the banks, whether they are in Britain or in the United States, and we've seen chief executives and other senior executives conducting themselves in a way which is totally against the interests of their company and of their country. And the real reason for it was that they got, as I say, hubristic, beyond the normal risk-taking, which we all accept is a necessary part of business decision-making. The vast majority of senior executives, in my view, don't suffer from hubris, like the vast majority of politicians, but there is a tendency in power to acquire it. We used to think personality changes were what you inherited from Freud and Adler, Jung, all in the genes. But we now know that you can acquire these things. And for that reason, mentoring is very important. Very young executives with a potentially great future, you can see this hubris coming into them. And I believe you can then wisely mentor it away. It's not just a conference where you are listening, it's a conference where you also have an input, and I think we'll learn a lot from that. But above all, I think I myself am looking forward to the exchange of views which will really take place around, firstly, I hope, an interview between Gillian Tett and the former chief executive and banker, and the person who was on the Banking Commission just recently, Martin Taylor, and then followed by the head of the Judge Business School, really giving his perspective. So it'll be a really quite neat, and I hope it will effectively be drawing on all three people's experience.